the house. Here to talk to you today with the illustrious BLind IsLind. But you see,
Ahoy.
but we ain't blind here, honey. We see you and appreciate you. Yes, we do. Yes.
Take the tails off today.
And you know, we've brought him here to play the illustrious match game. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
70s game show match game, damn it. Hopefully you know the rules of the game. But essentially, I have questions. He has answers. Hopefully we match. Or else, my gosh. People are going to be forced to be on a desert island for 40 days contemplating why they're still with their spouses. Okay. Anyway, I got my questions. So let's do it. Favorite color?
All right.
My
favorite color?
I went green for you. I don't know why. It's green.
You know, that's not a bad guess. But the thing is, I'm actually colorblind, which is why I'm usually wearing crazy shirts because I just don't really care.
You know what? You kind of don't, actually. You're always kind of wearing more muted tones, like grays and stuff like that. So I wouldn't have even been, wow, I'm blown away.
Yeah.
I love this.
See, it's so, but
okay, but you know what?
I'm colorblind, but blue, because people tell me that I look good in blue.
I was still gonna write that. Oh, but you know what's funny, honey? You're actually wearing green right now, so.
See? It's perfect. So there you go. You get a half point.
You know what? I appreciate you giving me that half point, honey. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, and you know what? She got a 5-minute sitting because I caught her smoking one of these.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Sure.
I know, Cher. How dare you, honey? You can come out now. It's fine. It's fine. But
I was wondering when she was going to be making an appearance. It just wouldn't be the match game without her.
Are you out of your mind tonight?
She was shameless trying to walk into the studio with one of these, honey. My goodness. But okay, let's see. Favorite drink. Now, this wouldn't make sense otherwise. I just couldn't see you without one of these. A cup of coffee.
There it is. Yep, that's it. Coffee. That's the one. But
wait.
I did include, because I'm kind of a person of multiple tastes, I didn't know if coffee would be okay. So I was like, I'll go with whiskey on the rocks too. But coffee is my main choice. So.
Coffee. So, yeah, because I was like, you have like a complete manifesto over there that was written. It was like a whole sentence as to why. All right, so your favorite songwriter. Now I'm going with Cash.
Mr. Cash. That is not a bad choice, because he was like the very first guy I loved, like when I was a kid. I remember listening to like Folsom Prison Blues. My step-grandfather and my great-grandfather would play a lot of Johnny Cash songs. So he was my first loved songwriter. But I think that my favorite would have to be Bob Dylan. So
I had Dylan written too. Oh my gosh, this is the second choices for you are definitely where it's at.
I know. But close, very close. So
still songwriter driven. So we're
exactly
keeping it on the train. Okay, so now this one, the toughest question of this game. What is the most you've spent on the record and what? Now, I'm going to make it easier for me from now on, okay? If I'm in the $10-ish range, I should get a point, damn it. Okay?
I agree.
Right?
Good.
Okay, so, 65? I don't know.
Excellent. I mean, $75. $75 is the answer. So
yes.
There you are. Point ding. There it is. I make my own sound effects.
We love it, honey. We love it.
Yeah. And
you gotta make noise on an island.
That was, of course. I mean,
you can never make noise anywhere.
Yeah, and the record that I spent the money on was Mingus, Black Saint, and Center City original mono on Impulse. And this is like, Italian. Thank you, Mr. Mingus, and I want to wear your hat. So he has a lovely little hat on there.
He does. A phenomenal Mingus record. Yeah, Charles brought the heat.
Oh, yeah.
A record that you recently were happy that you found. Now I had to do a little bit of digging in treasure troves to find this, but I seen you recently picked up a little bit of a turtle.
Ooh, Turtle Soup. I do love that album. I've been rediscovering my love for the Turtles. That's for sure.
Yeah, fabulous.
They are fantastic. But I have to go with actually Gil Scott-Heron's. Oh, geez. Yeah, Gil Scott-Heron, Pieces of a Man.
Oh,
that's the one. Gil Scott-Heron, Pieces of a Man. And I did have, I got an original copy, and for $35. It's like, oh, yeah.
I have it too, but don't have the original. I have it's a reissue, fine document, but still good, still fine.
Yeah.
Double afro.
Yeah, but this has been one that I've been looking for a long time.
That is amazing.
It's always like $100. So I'm like, I can't spend that much.
It's true. It's true.
Myself. But then I do have a caveat, because I didn't include this one because I got it off of eBay, and I don't view that as like really digging and finding it. But
yes.
But I like.
Actually, no. I would say eBay is more diggery than Discogs. I'll give you that.
I will give you that.
Yeah,
100%.
Right?
And I did get Dennis Wilson's Pacific Ocean Blue.
Nice.
And it was $15. I was so happy to pick this one up. I've been like craving this album forever. And
for $15? See, that's what I mean about eBay digging. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I would agree with that, because I've gotten quite a few really good deals on eBay. You kind of are taking a bit of a chance on it, though. You don't know if it's.
I know. Everybody's got different grading systems in their heads, honey. Yeah.
But I always kind of take it into consideration. If they say good, and it's somebody that normally sells like T-shirts and other antique stuff, they probably mean like it's in good condition.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love the way you rationalize that. It's true. But then there's some that undercut their grading system, because they don't want to have any issues at all. So some will say VG when it's really like VG plus. So it really depends on the person, honey. It really does.
Right. Exactly. Well, like that Gil Scott-Heron, he said it was in fair condition when it was easily like a VG plus. It plays like with some background noise a little bit, but nothing like fair.
Oh, gorgeous.
Crazy stuff. But yep, that was what I've been really excited about recently.
You know I'm not gonna complain, honey. I love me my conscious stuff. I talk about that fool way too much, and you know.
Oh yeah. I know. He's fantastic, and definitely one that I need more of. It's just here in the land of cheese, it's difficult to find, conscious Black artists.
Oh, I adore you, honey. And I'm sure that she feels the same.
Thanks, Cher. I appreciate it. You're making me feel really sunny.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good joke, and you can keep that one for free.
See, you're getting trinkets here, honey. Now, okay, I don't know why I didn't write this one. I'm shocked. I'm gooped and gagged. But this one is favorite record label. So I'm not gonna see your answers first. I'm gonna say it. Okay, for favorite record label, I was going Columbia for you. Just because of so much. There's great pop, rock, jazz, everything that they put out was great, So I went Columbia. I don't know, just as a mask.
Columbia is again my second choice, but I would have to go with Impulse.
Oh,
just because it's so beautiful.
Baby, I didn't know you were that much of a jazz guy. I'm loving this.
Yeah, the problem though with being a jazz guy and living in the Midwest is you just don't find it. It's so hard.
Yeah,
everyone's white that's playing jazz up here, and it's like, I don't want all this white guy jazz. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bill Evans, Jim Hall, Stan Getz, Chet Baker, lots of amazing white jazz players. But man, I freaking love jazz music. So good.
It is, but you make really killer points about the fact that tricky waters to find. But here's the thing. Do you guys have a lot of record stores out there? I mean, varied record stores.
I mean, like I actually worked at a record store for a couple of years, and that's where I got most of my jazz collection.
Nice. When was it?
It was actually not too long ago. I had to leave because we moved, and I became a dispatcher for the sheriff's department. So, yeah, but we had to move.
Looks like I gotta pass this to you, honey.
Yeah, I know, right? We got ourselves something.
No, I'm with you.
But yeah, I worked at this store. I was a customer there for like 4 years, and I worked there for 2. And
nice.
But even then, it's like I get some deals, like I get 25% off the product, but always if a jazz album came in and it was in good shape and it was a sought after record, it's like $40, $50. And as much as I want to get all of them, I can't. I got to pick and choose. So
yeah, it's the selection. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's 100%. Because especially with some of the nowadays. Okay, I used to be more gracious with triple digits. I don't even touch triple digits anymore.
Yeah.
It's pointless, especially when you can. In a few years, probably get a reissue nowadays, anyways, because everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Reissued. So don't worry, honey. But I totally know some of the stuff like Impulse. It's that stuff is delicious to get.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, this one was so hard for you. A genre that you're a novice at. This was insanely hard, knowing how much of a variety you have. But weirdly enough, I went with this gospel.
Gospel. I mean, that's not bad. I mean. I view myself as a dilettante. Like everyone always says, "Oh, you have such a wide range of music," but I'm like, I'm always learning. I feel like I only scratch the surface on every single genre. But
at least you try the cat scratch fever. That's half of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I would have to say, for me. Well, and gospel actually isn't a bad choice because I feel like there's so much gospel that needs to be discovered and in the house.
He's a singer.
Exactly. But
all right, show us the spot. What do we got here? Any close? Anything close or not really?
But I'm actually gonna go with metal because
that's a really good
not
one.
Because I used to love metal. I used to really love metal when I was in high school and in college. But, just as I've grown to love vinyl, I've just noticed, and, gotta be careful about who I'm saying this. But in the VC, I noticed that there's a huge metal following. People love hair metal. People love metal. But I'm like, it's great music. However, transferring over to vinyl, I have noticed that the fidelity isn't quite there in comparison to some other genres. I just don't find the same. I'd much rather stream a metal band than have it on vinyl. But that's just me. So, like...
the hair metal stuff was a bit more on the flakier side than a band like I don't know, like a Rainbow or Dio or something like that. That sounded a little better. Definitely depended, but yeah, it was kind of muddy with some acts. Like I love Motorhead, but some Motorhead stuff is so muddy. It's crazy. Right,
for sure. And like I prefer like 70s, 80s metal to contemporary, but there are some great contemporary groups too, like Death Heaven and Sleep. They're great. But again, I don't own them on vinyl because I just don't see the fidelity changing all that much. But the thing
is because in that place, in that world, you're dealing with a serious loudness war. But that's a whole other thing, right?
Yeah, and that's another point of debate and contention, and I don't want to even touch that with the 10-foot pole.
Get that stripper pole out of here, honey.
Get it out.
Okay. So, okay, you mentioned, okay, so a group that you collect all of their albums, whoever, an act, or at least an act that you try to, at the very least, even if you don't have it all. Now, I went again with somebody who you mentioned. I wanted to go the other guy, and let's not get it. I was gonna go Dylan, but I went Cash again. I don't know.
You know, again, a great choice. But I actually and this has been a recent development, but I'm going to go with the Beach Boys because I about a few months ago found Love You by the Beach Boys and just fell in love with their music again. I was like, what the heck? Like,
I love when it happens, that like regurgitating love affair. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Doesn't happen that often, but yeah, rediscovering again. It's almost
and Johnny Cash is one too. There are a lot, but the thing is, that question, there are lots of artists that I want to collect. Johnny Cash, Tom Waits, Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell. Like, I'm usually really into the songwriter stuff.
Yeah, and I actually now I see where that. Okay, you know, like one of my notes, I seen it over there. I'm pissed. And I actually wrote Sun for the record label, your favorite label. Sun. So I wasn't going to get it anyway. Damn.
Also a great choice because I love the label too.
Me too. Me too.
So pretty.
It's so, like, I love that iconic visual. Like, I just really love, I guess I love good branding. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm a sucker for that stuff. There's certain ones that really do it great now, too. Mm-hmm. But, okay, a major city you always wanted to dig, it's a half and half, but I went either, like, LA or UK, Manchester for some reason, but
You know, Manchester is definitely up there. I've been to LA. I've dug LA.
Okay.
And I was disappointed by LA.
Interesting.
But maybe I feel like in large cities, you need to know them. And in order to get to like the gems.
Yeah, that's true. You're making valid point here.
Otherwise, like I went to Amoeba and I was expecting to, shit my pants and be like, oh my God. This is gonna be amazing, but
you make me laugh. But you didn't shit your pants.
No, I didn't, and
not even a little streak. Oh.
Not even a shart.
Well, I'm glad you didn't paint the walls at the very least, but
But I was gonna go with New York and London would be the ones that I would go with. So you get a half point for UK. I'm gonna go with half point. Because New York, I feel like they would have coves where you could find treasure troves of jazz that you couldn't find anywhere else.
Totally. New York or Chicago is where it's at for that. Yeah. For sure. But I would also say, too, New York is really good for songwriter stuff, too, singer-songwriter stuff, all kinds, new and old, But, but yeah, for jazz, for sure. London, I think you would adore, too, like... Birmingham in particular too has really quite the gorgeousness for records, and a lot of people don't advertise that. I don't know why. Right. But so we did somewhat all right. We got a point.
Yeah,
that's livable. That's good for this show. Okay, even if you catch.
I feel like I think you've gotten 2 points.
Oh, gorgeous!
Yeah, because you had 2 half points and a full point. So.
Even better, honey. We're ding-ding-dinging. Yes. Now, okay, let me show you what you would have won. You could have won open condom wrappers found under a seat at a movie theater. Oh, honey. So, okay, you know how this works with me, honey. How I end these, I know you know exactly what to do, but are you going to do it with me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, honey. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo, hon.
Oh, babes! Wait, kill this shit.